guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Elizabeth, and today I'm going to share a tip from wealthy and successful people that I think can help you on your journey. And so the tip is to try to get no's. And so what? Try to get no's? It's so weird. But if you are in sales, if you are trying to sell a product, if you are trying to be in business and make more money for yourself, you have to be willing to get no's. So same thing, if you're looking for a job, you're probably going to have to apply to hundreds of jobs to get a job that you enjoy. And so I know that might not sound like something you want to hear, but it's true. And so for most people, it's true. Now, I will say there are exceptions, etc., but you have to be willing to get no's. And so, for example, in sales, a lot of people are scared of rejection. And I just read this book, The $1 Million Weekend by Noah Kagan. I really enjoyed it. Let me know if you want some tips from this. But he said that his dad said, he was a salesman, and he said that he enjoys the no's because Noah's like, Dad, how do you go out and get all these no's all the time? And they're like, nope, slam the door in the face, rip up business cards, things like that. And Sarah Blakely says that, like, people would rip up her business card and she would be crying and this and that, and she would have to knock and keep going and persist and keep going regardless of all the no's that she got. Because the more no's you get, the more likely you are to get a yes. If you get 50 no's, you're going to get at least 1-2 yeses. If you do 100, reach out to 100 people, 200 people, and you get no's from a lot of them, you're probably going to get yeses from some. So even if you are trying to make a connection with someone or network, you might reach out to 10, 15, 20 people, and one of those people is going to want to connect with you. Maybe not, but if you keep doing that, keep reaching out and tweak what you're saying, eventually it's going to work out. And so a lot of times it is about the quality of your work, the quality of the product, things of that nature, but it's about the quantity of your reach. And Alex Hormozy talks about this. He's incredible with sales and marketing and has some books if you want to check those out. I could do a video on those as well. But he talks about how one time he had a mentor say, like, hey, make sure you put advertisements out or go put out some flyers. And he put out like 500 flyers. And then he's like, hey, like, your method didn't work. I didn't get the results that I wanted, or no one called me back. And he's like, well, how many flyers did you put out? He's like, 500. He's like, we put out, I can't remember the number, but like 50,000 or some huge number. And in order to get the business that we get. And he's like, oh, makes sense. And so he just put more out. And so there are a lot of things about making sure you have a quality product, right? If you have a great product, it's easier to market, it's easier to sell. But typically with anything, maybe you aren't in sales, maybe you aren't trying to have a business or something, but think about that. If you have a goal, if you want something, even simply as you have to do the thing more, you have to do the thing over and over. If you're trying to lose weight, you can't just have one healthy meal and be like, I lost 100 pounds. I'm so fit. I have great biceps because I had this one meal, right? Because in reverse, if you had a meal that really wasn't the most healthy, then you don't want to have all those negative results that quickly, right? And so just think about that. It takes time. You got to keep going, keep persisting, and it's the habits that compound over time. So anyways, I just wanted to share this little message because it could feel so uncomfortable, and a lot of success, a lot of trying to go for your goals, becoming the person you want to be, achieving whatever you want to achieve from anything, from getting better in better shape, or getting a job that you want, or working on like some problem that you have and trying to grow in a certain area or start a business or whatever. A lot of it, there's feelings and emotions and things you have to conquer and overcome. And so I have experience in learning about certain emotions that have popped up in me in my 20s with certain events, and I had to learn more about myself, and I had to learn why and how to manage them and what that meant. Or even posting on YouTube, like, there's certain emotions or feelings that have come up, and I've had to learn how to deal with that. And partly, I also want to share, it's okay, it's normal. Why are we trying to just feel in a blissful state all the time? Maybe that's what you want to feel. And I definitely talk about inner peace. I think you can have inner peace while still having a struggle or something, but deep inside, you have this peace about you and you trust that things will be okay. But like, that's part of life. And if you're working on something that's hard, you're gonna have uncomfortable feelings. It's gonna feel like, is this gonna work? It's gonna feel, you're gonna have self-doubt. You're probably going to have some of these feelings. And so give you permission as well. Alex Hormozy gave me permission in saying that this is what hard feels like, right? And so I just wanted to encourage you to try to get more no's. You have to, it's about quantity. It is about quality, right, as well, but quantity typically will get you to better places. And so reach out to more people, do the habit that you need to do to get where you want to be multiple times. They talk about the rule of 100 and doing things 100 times or even more, I believe. And so do the things more times. See it as a game and see it as fun. Like, yes, I got to know. That means I'm more likely to get a yes. Woohoo, I'm on my path, right? It's reframing that as well, instead of like, oh, they said no, or oh my gosh, that was so horrible. I can't believe they did that. Or why'd they rip that up in my face? What type of person does that? Instead, just be like, cool, I got a no, on the next path, and use that. You could, like Sarah Blakely use that. And she was like, hey, like, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I've been knocking on doors and I just got this ripped in my face. I'm really hot. Like, can I come in for a minute and just talk to you? I'll only take a couple minutes of your time. And so using that and being genuine and relating to people as well can help. So I hope this message was helpful. Go for those no's, believe in yourself, be willing to do more. A lot of times it takes more doing to get where you want to be, and it also takes time. So more of the habit, and then time and improving your product or improving what you're doing will get you to a much better place and will get you to where you want to be in time. So I hope this message was helpful. Feel free to comment below, like, and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys, keep learning, working, and growing. You got this.